Welcome to Jessica's Creative Spot. Today I'm wanting to talk you through how I am making this pouch here. So, in typical Jessica fashion, I decided that I wanted to take a new project with me on holiday because I always start a new project on holiday, always. And so this year I just leaned into it. So I figured out what project I was going to do, and then I was like, okay, what am I going to put this in? And so the day before I was leaving on my trip, I decided I would make a new bag. So I managed to find this gorgeous green floral fabric, and I found a green zipper, but the green zip doesn't quite match. And so then I thought, this one, it does match, but it's a really small zip. And then I tried a different zip. And honestly, if you need to have a look at at ways of packaging that doesn't involve plastic, this is how they used to package zippers, in a piece of cardboard, nicely folded and put in a way that it's just there, it's fine. I set it on this light blue one, and if you look closely you can see that it matches quite well the blue of the flowers. So then I went, okay, the width of the zip, that'll be the width of the pouch. And then I figured putting a pocket on sounds like a good idea. So then I folded the fabric in quarters, and from there I went chop up the side and chop up the other side to get 4 equally sized pieces. From there I put my pocket in place, and folded the edge under and ironed that so that it's making the pocket about right. And then I decided I wanted a small pocket too, and so I did the top edge of that and folded those edges all in so that it would stitch down nicely. Then pinning in place the big pocket and the little pocket just on one side of the inside, and from there you can see all my pins going different directions. It's okay, I take them out as I go. And yeah, from there sew along the bottom of the pocket to keep it in place and around the 3 sides of the smaller pocket. This is me lining it up with the side of my zipper foot and then carefully going in between to get that bottom edge flappy bit down, so it's a nice row of stitching and I'm not going to catch on anything. Yeah, with the smaller one, just very carefully going around the edge. So with the pocket, the bigger pocket, it goes all the way from the side to the side, so I'm just going to be catching the sides of that pocket in the side seams of the pouch as I go. Then it was getting the different bits and sewing on the zip, and so putting in the zip with the outside layer and the inside layer all together. Fold them back, top stitch it so it's nice and held securely. I could have ironed it, I didn't want to have to bother with that, and it was fine just finger pressing it and then sewing it down. I did the same with the other side, and then is the tricky part of, you've got the zip in the middle and you want the lining on one side and the outside on the other side, and you sew all the way around the outside side, and then on the inside side you sew most of it round but not the very middle. Here I'm showing that it's got the pocket in the right place and then the other lining layer in the right place. You sew down, around, down and around, but don't sew in the middle there because you want that bit open for turning. So clip the corners, make it nice and easy. Then you left this, once you've turned it inside out, you left this little gap, and then I could not be bothered hand sewing this, so I sewed it by machine. From there, you put the inside in the outside and zip it up, and you have a pouch. So I'm showing the inside, and you can see the pocket there. Little pocket, big pocket. I have found that it tends to flop. Yeah, and so here's the bag and all the different pockets. The little pouch is quite good for things. The big pouch is useful for things not falling all the way down, but it doesn't tend to hold my scissors in place. It tends to just fall out inside the bag. And yeah, here is my bag, all done. And here is what I put in it: the yarn and the hooks and the different clips that I use for my project. And this is one of the projects that's now in my Finish It February. So if you want to see more, have a look at those videos. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, how I made this pouch, and I'll see you next time. Bye.